So, Adriana, being a business owner, that's pretty interesting. How long have you been being doing this though now?
9 years now.
9 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it definitely people understanding you have your ups and downs. You're being able, like you mentioned earlier, no one's really patting you on the back saying good job, but you're still running a high performing business. What are some tips that you can give people out there that allows you to be this successful in your business? What type of trades, what type of styles are you running your business? What's making your business great beyond just the amazing services that you're offering?
Okay, I have a couple of tips. One will be systems, having good systems in place, because when you have good systems, you can run the business efficiently and faster, and you can grow faster. Second is understanding marketing. And that was one of my challenges as a business owner because it's not my background. And understanding the marketing, because we hire people to do our marketing, and it's like a car mechanic. You give them the car, you give them the paperwork, a check, and you're hoping for the best, knowing what to ask for. And I'm saying, not to go to school. No, I just learned the basics to know what to ask for and grow your business and work with marketing people, because marketing is really everything. So that's important to grow the business. And people, just having a relationship, a building relationship with people, that I really say that my success has been just creating relationship with people. When somebody calls, we go above and beyond. I tell my staff, everybody's a VIP here. Everybody's treated the same. And when they call, we listen, take the time to listen, to help them, to see what is their problem, what can we do to help. And creating that relationship is going to grow the business, because then they feel comfortable. And as a business owner, individually, take care of yourself, because the business cannot grow faster than we can. It's very important that we grow. It goes parallel, your business and yourself. You can't say, I'm gonna focus on the business so it can grow, and you forget about yourself, or you do self-care and you're taking care of yourself but not the business. It's all parallel. So that to me is very, very important. Hiring a good business coach. Everybody needs coaching. Tiger Woods, golfers, they all need coaching. And have a team. We should have a team too. So I have a team. I have my business coach that helps me with the business. I have a spiritual coach that will help me to stay balanced and in place. And I think those are just things that are important, not to forget about yourself, because we are the business. Without me, there's no business. There's nothing. So number one, take care of yourself.
Yeah, I'm glad that you say that, and it always comes down to being a leader of an organization. You're like the DNA. You really set the tone. You set the standard. And if you're not right, if you're not aligned, then how can you lead people to victory, or at least to the mission at hand?
Exactly.
So I love that you said that. Now, about how many employees do you have?
We have about 7.
7 staff members, and now are they all certified to train also, or they're more helping with the infrastructure of the business?
No, we have different areas. So we have our education department, and then we have our shipping department, because we also have products. We represent 2 lines from Europe, Exception Pills and Fusion Mesotherapy. We're the only distributor in the United States. So we have a department that handles all of the shipping, and they send to our United States all the products. They're beautiful, medical graded, so great products. And those are basically the 2 that we have. Then within the education, we have the educators. We have a person that is the coordinator on admissions. We have someone who does support. It's always there to help. So there's different areas that help the company, run smoothly for us.
And like you said earlier, I mean, there's definitely a lot of parts of the business, like you're mentioning there. It's like, what are some challenges that business owners might have to foresee that you've overcome in a business per se?
Okay, employees, managing employees. I think a lot of people can relate to that. And managing employees, and the way I did it, because it's hard, it's people, everybody's different, just learning and understanding that everybody has a different personality, and you can't treat, this person the same as this, because they may have the personality D or A, they're different. And that was a part that was a challenge. So learning how to do that, but mainly just being an example. I'm a very hands-on, I call it. I'm very involved in my business, and I always there to give them the support and create that relationship and always build them up. We do trainings not just on products or what we have. We also get together and we watch inspirational stuff, things that makes us grow as people, and they're not just my employees. I say, you're my team. We work together. So the way was to learn with my business coach and to really get to know everyone and how they work and how they think and being able to connect, and that's just how I did it.
That's a great point, because if you can understand what makes your employees tick or what their goals and their dreams are, you really know how to guide them,
Right.
or at least how they handle adversity, what's a way to speak to them. So that way, if some person needs a little bit of a push from behind, or some people needs a hug, it's to understand how to consult with them so they get the best version out of them.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with stuff like that?
Absolutely, and just being there for them, that they're not alone in whatever they need. I'm here. I'm always available. I like to be available because I want them to be supported, even to feel supported. Even my marketing team, they always know I'm a phone call away. I'm available. And again, self-care. I try to be in a great mood, be supportive, be at peace, calm. All these things are important to communicate with your employees. If you're a business owner and you're running, you're stressed, you're never around, you don't know what you're doing, it's just going to transfer that to your employees, and they're not going to work efficiently. So keeping everything in harmony with them, it just keeps everything in harmony with the business. Without them, I always tell them, without them, why am I here?
Gold nuggets, that's what we call it on this show, is when you tell people things that they really need to absorb, especially if they want to be a business owner one day. That's a great tip, so I appreciate you saying stuff like that. Which leads me into the delegation. It's something that's very difficult, even for myself. Sometimes, like you said, we're very hands-on. We want to take it ourselves because we know that we're going to get it done properly, but you have to instill the trust in others, of course. So what's some tips, or how do you view delegating in business?
Another interesting topic, because when I delegate, something is something that I already know how to do, and I know what to expect. So I can sit with my employee and I know how to do it and say, okay, this is what we're doing. This is how I want it done. These are my expectations. A lot of people delegate just everything and without even knowing. So really understanding what is the purpose, what is your expectation, and what is it that you're delegating, and having the communication with your employee to understand and that they know, what you're expecting. So that's really important of delegating, and not just handing your work to someone and expect that it's going to get done just the way you want it. That just doesn't work.
Awesome, because I say the same thing in business. It's like, I'll never tell you what to do unless I've done it myself.
Amen. Absolutely.
And
that's the secret of delegating.
It really is, because and you hit the nail on the head earlier, saying that you know what to expect, you know how to get it done, so that way you can set the standard.
Exactly.
If not, when different leaders who come in with let's say big egos, or act like they know it all, and because they've already been there and they just throw it out there, but they never picked up the phone themselves. I've endured stuff like that. I'm not calling anyone out directly, but it's
true.
It's very true, and do you have an executive team that you formed with your business, or is it just you as the hierarchy and then your management?
I am the hierarchy,
Okay.
definitely, the management. And everybody, it's different, because we talked earlier about superstars.
Yeah.
You were asking me who's your superstar. And I think everybody on their own way and what they do, they're my superstars, because everybody has something different and they bring something different to the table. So that's how I have my team, and I oversee, because I'm the visionary. I know what I want. I have a vision of the company, and then I share with everyone else, and then together we can come together and make it happen. That's really important, to share your vision, because if you have a vision of your business and what you want, but you don't tell your employees, everybody's working in different directions. So I am the visionary, I am the top person, and then everybody else I share, and I feed everyone with the information and what I'm expecting.
Yeah, because then people can run towards something when they know what the goals at hand. And are you setting different goals for your company, weekly, monthly? How do you handle that?
Well, we do have monthly. I look at every month, the past year, because we want to obviously increase sales and be better. But also we do it yearly. At the end of the year, we have our plans and goals of what we're going to do. But don't wait until the end of the year. You got to keep your eye on your business. I mean, you can do it monthly. Some people do it quarterly. But this way, if you're behind, you have some time to catch up because you're knowing early right now that it versus you wait until the end of the year and you have no time if you need to increase your sales or you need to market or do something. So taking care of the business every month, every quarter, for me it's monthly. Every month I like to know where I'm at, where I was the last month, and where I need to be for the year. So it's easy because then you have the whole year. If you need to make any changes or if it's low and you need to do something about it, you have time.
Now, when you were mentioning earlier how the process of the business works, let's say for the product, it's do you do monthly in-person events, or is it all that most of it online, and then they can schedule when they come and get trained by your team?
Yes, we're doing, when it comes to trainings, we're doing that ongoing. So they can come anytime because they get all the materials email, they learn, and then they can book an appointment and come to see us. And then we're doing ongoing. Usually we do Mondays and Fridays. Those are our days for trainings because we have a lot of people from out of state or out of the country. So Friday, it's a great day. They fly in, take the trainings, leave for the weekend. And then we have the people like the estheticians that work Saturdays. They're off on Mondays, so they have time. So we try to accommodate everybody.
So, and earlier you mentioned that you have physical products also that you're the exclusive distributor to in the United States. How long have you been working with those products, and do you sell those products directly online, or do you also place them in your customer stores?
Yes, we have been working with them about 6 years. These two brands is the same manufacturer, same chemist who's brilliant and has great chemistry. And we sell it to the spas, medical offices throughout the United States, and we have a shipping department, so we ship from here, from Florida, all over, and it goes directly to them. And we also have, the end users, but they are mainly purchasing from our accounts.
How do you like adding that aspect? Did it help with your revenues and your goals, having finished products also?
Yes, absolutely, because treatments are great, and you can make money, absolutely, but you also need something else to complement, and that's going to be products, because you can do treatments and beautiful things, but if they don't use the right products at home, the skin is not going to look great because they're going to use products that may not be suitable for the skin. So it works hand in hand, because with the trainings I have the products to use, and also for the accounts they can sell to their clients when they're using the products on them, and it definitely increased revenue for us in the business. And it's funny, I don't work for money, but I work for people, and my main goal was to bring something that they can use and they can retail to their clients instead of having your client buy it somewhere else. And just you're the therapist. When you go to any other store, in a department store, they're going to sell you what's the product of the month, and it's for everybody. As a therapist, as an aesthetic consultant, you can actually their skin, and you know what they need, and you can really give them the products that are going to be suitable for their skin. So that's why I wanted to bring that, and it just works great. It's all together. It's a synergy.
And talking about like dermatologists per se, they are more focused on like the health of the skin per se, and then your department is more focused on like the aesthetic plus the health. How would you compare that industry?
It's actually similar, and because it works hand in hand, you have to have beautiful, healthy skin in order to do treatments. I always give this example. I have older people, let's just say 60s and 70s, that have a lot of Botox and fillers, and they look just like that, right? Like a 60 or 70-year-old person full of Botox. And then we have people that have very healthy skin, because as you say, they take care of their skin and it's healthy and glowy and young, and they don't even really need the Botox and the fillers. So it's hand in hand. You gotta have both. The Botox and fillers will help to recreate some of the loss of volume that we have on the skin, but the quality of the skin is key. It's very important, because that's what gives you that youth, to have a good skin. That goes hand in hand.
Yeah, no, that's something that I definitely need some of your products, and probably some extra things on top. But
no, you don't. You look fantastic. You look amazing.
Well, I just turned 30, so we'll see.
Good for you.
We'll see what's next for the skin. But no, I definitely obviously agree with what you're doing. I believe that everybody should be, realizing, like, especially for speakers or different people out there getting in front of the camera, they're going to want to make sure that they have a healthy looking skin. People have that judgment, but then you said it is usually that internal beauty people and shine on the outside. So
Yeah, and interesting you talk about being a speaker and being on the cameras. Now Zoom, which is new, it's been a big boom, and what I see in the industry has changed. For unfortunately, we're going through very tough times because of COVID and everything that's happening. For our industry, it's gotten busier than before, and I really think that because people now have Zoom and they can see themselves and their wrinkles and their lines and they don't like it, so it's creating a whole shift and change where people now are going to get more plastic surgery. Right now, plastic surgeons are completely busy and booked. You can't get an appointment because now they're seeing all their flaws, like you said, in the camera, because you have Zoom, you're doing all these videos and social media. So that has impacted our industry because now people want to change their appearance and their look. So it's really growing a lot, the aesthetic and